Creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other.
Put it in it.
Now, Chills as Aura.
A maiden's heart is always in a Toki-Meki crisis.
Korak as Lythander.
Ha! I love Kamen Rider Black. Wait, no. That was,
Alatos as Gavel.
Time's ticking closer. Let's get right to it.
And GamerX as everyone else. Lions, krakens, and bees, oh my! Lions, krakens, and bees, oh my! Lions, krakens, and bees, oh my! Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
Bark, bark.
So, I did not know that you were watching a Kamen Rider XA.
Was I?
Chills. I mean, that is.
Listen,
Poppy's,
we'll get to our Kamen
jingle.
Rider watch through podcast, heated drama between men soon enough.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, that's just us. That's just me DMing. What is it called? It's by Lionheart Publishers. Why can't I remember the name? It's Desired by Grief.
Convictor Drive.
What was it? Convictor Drive. Thank you. Aren't I the best DM for literally forgetting the name of the system that I plan on forcing you guys to play? Aren't I the best?
There are worse systems for Kamen Rider. It was a pretty Gavel heavy session, and I don't think we had a Alatos recap in a bit. Alatos, tell us what happened last time.
Alright, so we went into a new castle, a very interesting looking castle that was inspired by traditional elven architecture with a, I believe, red and green color scheme. Also, it had turrets. But we had a little thing going on inside where we had our dinner and were served food and wine as such. And I'm trying to remember what happened after that specifically.
Well, the castle was fucked 6 ways to Sunday because the fairies aren't exactly good at researching on you guys. The guy they got to play their version of Lythander was working on outdated... Well, and their actor for Aura were working on outdated information.
No, it's very accurate to how Lythander actually acts. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It was very accurate for how the player character of Lythander actually acts. I forgot I had a chicken until you told me.
Don't worry about it. Pedro will become very relevant this session, I'm sure. Also, speaking of birds, there was a secret third party at
Where's Nickel?
At the Fae fight. I say fight when really it was more Lythander tricked them into murdering each other, so you could just steal their shit in the background.
Aren't I the greatest?
You rolled 9 successes. That was kind of what was going to happen. Yeah, there was at least a third party, probably a fourth party too, of 100 Venom Stinger is still sending his flunkies to fight rather than fight himself.
Mm-hmm.
He sent his seagull in to take one of the Heart's Grace, but you shot it down with a single grain of rice. It was pretty badass.
We also got to meet Jamie, Kobe, and Kyle.
Yami, Kobe, and Kyle were the true names of the fair folk that you were fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They had names?
At least, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I knew that, but...
Yeah, they quit the evil doppelganger act midway through to reveal their true forms, and then that's when the infighting started, and while that happened, you resolved the evil... Oh, right! Multiple weddings happened. Or tried to happen.
Oh, yes.
Gavel got proposed to. That didn't go well.
This is true. Well, I guess me and Spider are married now. That's kind of nice. Yes, we are.
No, you're
Hatrimony, I think you
Where's
coined it
my
as.
husband?
Yes.
Oh, and we ended off the revelation of, at the very least, one person, Stargazer, noticed one of the invading blood apes being directed by the seagull was not, in fact, supposed to be part of the squad. They were wearing Prasadi royal colors. The Empire of Prasad has its feelers out on you guys now.
Great.
And I think that's where we open on the session with, is as Nue is carting you guys towards the geographic center of the Wyld Pocket, so Gavel can work the shaping magic, is when Stargazer approaches you at Nue's fins. Prasad, they were watching us.
What?
Since
One of
when?
the demons that was summoned had traces of their regalia on it.
God damn it, since when?
Shit.
At least since the fight.
Well,
So you're telling me that they found out about us?
I mean, have you guys been... I had thought they were too far away to matter. They're hundreds of miles, but I guess they're even more of expansionists than we feared.
I thought we were banned from Prasad.
You are!
Well, the hands of Prasad never quite stop reaching for something, so I suppose it was only a matter of time.
They're like the, what was the empire called? The Baboon Empire. Which makes sense why they have, gorillas.
Oh yes, Roxy's Thousand Fang Total Control Zone. I've heard about it.
oh yeah.
Little did
yes.
Lythander know, Korak accidentally referenced a major faction in the setting.
Little did Korak know that I was trying to make a Babylon reference, but instead of Babylon, I meant Rome, but decided to go with the bit because Rome would not
Love it.
exist.
Yeah, remember Dr. Doom in the April Fool's Day episode? That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
MF Doom.
if you want to build a stronghold, I would suggest doing it now.
Oh,
They-
drat.
You heard of the Bull of the North. Another...
Oh, you mean my...
No, hush. The Solar up north who essentially squashed one of the realm's military houses. They sent an...
Oh, you mean my wife.
different one. They sent an entire army after him, backed up by a wild hunt, and it was bloody.
Right.
It's
It's my first wild hunt. I've never really been to a place like this before. It's kind of news to me. So, where should we start?
A second Nue mouth emerges from her tail. Well, you would start by, like he said, you'd probably want to build a base of power. Like, this is not going to... They're going to come for all of you personally. They won't even care about your men. All they want is the four of us.
Right.
You're not gonna do the
Let's
cum
see.
joke? We need to put the John Wick da-da-da-da.
So, to start with, we each gotta hold in to what we specialize in. I imagine this.
And we need to get the rest of Gavel's men back. And possibly do some recruiting. There's that
On
tournament.
site?
That might be a good space to...
Oh, damn, that's right. We can get some of those fighters to help us out. Possibly help build some traps to keep away intruders. The most important part of... As far as you told me, boss, the most important part of... one of the most important parts of military strategy is to know one's environment.
Well, you're certainly right about that.
Speaking of the environment, you could see that I have brought you guys to a blank map.
Oh boy.
This is going to work a little different than previous shaping stuff. Alatos, you get to draw what the island looks like, and other players will get to interfere based on die rolls and results.
Okay, so just build a stronghold.
Build an island is
Build
what I am
an
asking
island.
you to do.
All right, let me zoom out a bit for this. All right.
So we briefly cut to where we left off last time with the leaders of the Daedi, the ones that weren't brainwashed by the economy anyway, all like around a war table at the top of Nue's head as you are. They're kind of preparing ritual circles and a chair for Gavel.
Poor Nue, I have to say.
Don't ask where the chair came from. The chair is made of coral.
Poor Nue, I have to say, she's always taking one for the team. She's always serving as some kind of headrest for some of us. She works so hard.
Hey, at least everything I've done in this life hasn't blown up in my face.
That's true.
Looks vaguely eastward.
Hey, remind me I owe you a couple of things when we get back. It's been really great having you around.
That rebellion in Ysir should be going off. Luna willing soon. Maybe you guys will be able to help with that.
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, I'll have to go. I'm gonna be honest. After the whole thing with Octavian, I'm gonna have to go check on that. Even with all the Dragonbloods at their beck and call, it will take the Wild Hunt months to get here.
All right. So, we got plenty of time to plan things out. Take it away, boss.
Oh, goodness.
So, this is going to work via using the magical working venture system. You're going to be using up the entire Wyld Pocket, basically, I should note. It'll just return to normal creation.
Okay. So, how would I go about starting this?
We're probably going to be starting... Well, first we make the... This is going to be at least one venture, possibly a second, if you want to build any of the following of command, followers, familiar, resource.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I am going to be ruling that building an island, a place to live, that's making resources.
Oh.
You're making a land to build off of.
We're still in the Feywild. Right?
Yeah, you're still in the Wyld Pocket.
Okay, we're still in the Wyld Pocket for a little bit. Okay. Alright, so, Alatos, there's one thing that you need to definitely make here. Blackjack
Oh my
and
goodness.
hookers. This is out of character. I'm just saying. It's always better with blackjack and hookers. Oh, and toast.
Right. I
Toast
will
is
say
good, too.
that, as a note, in order to craft, the number of obstacles is going to be equal to the die bonus. So, depends on how nice and fertile and what kinds of features you want to add to the island. A basic place to live, like a standard, like, desert island would be tertiary. An actually strategically important place to live with good farmland would be secondary.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to craft primary resources merit, that's going to require 5 rolls, but it will provide basically the ultimate sandbox for you to work with and run your own sim minigame for the Daedi.
Goodness.
So here's the thing. We could just put them in the ring. It has literally all of that, and I carry it on my finger.
Or that, yes. You could use this Wyld Pocket to basically make a lot of shit.
Let's...
You can make this literally an infinite jade mine.
I could...
Or, what was the thing that they initially wanted? It was opal, right?
Yeah, opal.
Or obsidian. It was opal bones?
Yes. Well, not bones. They just wanted opal.
Oh, but that's what the, he became, though. He had opal bones. Yeah, so, you could just make an infinite opal mine as well.
Okay. Let's see.
Or, more for your preference, orichalcum.
Yeah, I was about to say resident with orichalcum.
Yeah. You can
Goodness
calcum.
sakes. You know what? Sure. Let's make the orichalcum mines.
So, I will ask, are you just straight up making an orichalcum mine, or are you doing the island plan the date I requested with some orichalcum lodes and veins?
That one. I'll primarily have an island for the Daedi themselves, but have a little, area for, orichalcum and so forth.
I'm gonna rule that that's at least secondary resources.
That is fine with me.
Okay, so the difficulty here is going to require... It's a 3-obstacle venture. The first is going to be weaving enough sorceress power to match the Daedi's layout.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be the outskirts and framework and shape of the island. How well you roll with this will determine how much control you have over the shape of it. So
okay.
Go ahead and give me your choice of a navigate or embassy roll. Wait, oh my god, you started drawing already.
Yes, I did. Oh, I can erase that later.
You never told him he couldn't.
You could keep those for now. Let's see how things go based on how the cards fall.
You said embassy or navigate?
Navigate.
I will do embassy. Do you need a specific attribute for that?
Whichever one's your
All
best.
right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And if you want to,
7.
you could try and do a stunt of how you are getting the infrastructure together in terms of the shape and the any particularly nice features like a waterfall or a freshwater spring or a land bridge to make it a peninsula.
I will say this. Before Gavel really gets started with making the island, she is going to sit down and meditate. And while meditating, she thinks of Yadana. And just how the structure was, how everything was just set up on the island and so forth, and kind of memorizing the island structure itself. And that's when she starts to begin.
We don't actually have too much information about Yadana, but there is one detail I will reveal that I memorized in preparation for your backstory stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's ruled over by an immoral emperor.
Oh, great.
As mentioned, immortality in Exalted always comes with a catch, but that catch has yet to have been triggered. The guy from all intents and purposes, at least is several hundred years old, if not older.
Oh.
He's probably an exigent of some variety in this campaign.
Okay.
The exigent of Yadana itself. And the other detail is, it's surrounded by gleaming alabaster walls, like Attack on Titan-style walls that have sky lasers built into them.
Goodness sakes.
They have the laser from every bad superhero movie built into them as attack weapons.
Lasers? I never even touched her. What do you mean I lased her?
So yeah, absolutely use that as a stunt,
All right.
and I guess you could use those in regards to the island's general shape and structures and parapets and defenses, I suppose, to have a mountain range or something.
Yep. Let's see. So to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that for the stunt. Kind and full of grace. 5 successes.
No.
That was a difficulty 5 roll, you just did it.
Let's fucking go!
Because of the infernal
Let's
powers
go,
over
baby!
rage, I'm gonna rule that it's the memories of Yadana that allow this to work well enough for your purposes.
All right.
Of all the indignities and hatred that the Daedi endured over there via religious persecution, of not allowing the proper ancestor worship to go down, and essentially forcing them into the Immaculate Calendar, and not even letting them inside the city's walls while they were going through all this bullshit. They were kept in the outskirts, like by the docks of the city.
Mm-hmm.
It was all very abusive.
So they were the Uchiha.
I was thinking more like the Argonians in that one terrible city in Skyrim. Windhelm, I think? Yeah, that one.
Probably.
And
So like the Uchihas in Naruto.
I guess, yeah. It is that rage that gives you the strength, and we cut to a bird's eye overlap of the map and the island. It's very, very... It's not one-to-one, but it's definitely close enough to serve as a defensible base for whatever's coming. Is it a mountain range that's encircling the island, or is it some other... like a semi-dome of some kind, or is it...
a slight semi-dome of just, like, sharpened rocks to keep boats from landing there, at least safely, without going through that little pathway area on the right.
Now, I will ask, did you intentionally make the mountains look like teeth, or did that just happen?
That just kind of happened.
Yozi's influence, got
Yep.
it. This island is probably going to be named some kind of mouth of some kind. The mouth of the Yozi.
Probably.
Alright, that is the first step here. Let me double back to the charm to see what else is required. Okay, number of ratings equal to the die bonus, so... Yeah, okay, Okay, so the next step is going to be making sure that the island's geomancy and the underground is stable enough.
Okay.
This roll is going to determine how deep it goes and how magically rich it is in the orichalcum.
Ooh, okay.
As well as just in general soil quality and fresh water.
Mhm.
Enough to make this an arable land for farming purposes.
Please.
I know we have some geology nerds watching in the audience. Just assume that the Yozi are helping to make sure whatever crop here is arable.
It is fine.
This is not generic land. This is specific land as determined via livability by the princes of demons.
This is magic land. All right, what should I roll for this?
This is Vinland Saga.
Give me your
Season
choice
3.
of
Coming out on Netflix.
sagacity or physique.
Oh, all right. Well, any attribute?
Any attribute,
Okay,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. Kind and full of grace. Please, 7 successes.
Ooh. That was also difficulty 5, so
Cool.
let me go up to the venture section to see what kinds of bonuses you get from going 2 over.
Appreciate it. Very good. Oh, hold on.
Down a bit. So from this, you guys all watch this all takes place over the course of several hours. Remarkably quick for such world-shaking ventures, but you see the wild start to shimmer and shake, and the island in the sky actually start to rumble and disintegrate as Gavel is reshaping the wild mass around her into a much more stable, into the actual island you need here. Alright, so, and from the second roll, after the mountain of teeth formed all around this shape, this is probably... How big do you imagine this is?
Let's see.
I will say probably big enough to house thousands.
Yes. I'm trying to think. How big is Madagascar again?
I was thinking like one of the Hawaii Isles.
Okay. Let's see. I could get up a picture of one of them so I can know which one.
Alright, I can go ahead and read off some of the effects you can have here.
Yes, please.
Regain 1 mote, which might not be applicable outside combat or useful. Observe or deduce an important fact about the magic or its effects. 1 success, no maximum. Learn 1 person present in the scene who has the capacity to perform the same or a similar working. 2 successes, no maximum. Conceal the type of magic you work from later investigation.
Let's conceal the magic for later investigation.
That actually requires 5 successes.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So you have enough control to make the land arable and stuff, but you cannot hide the infernal essence seeping through everything.
Okay, that's fine. And then what were my other options?
You could learn any other people present in the scene if they could do any kind of similar world-shaping shenanigans, even hidden people, which there might be at least one.
Oh boy.
As well as observe or deduce an important fact about wild shaping or its effects.
Let's see who else would be able to help out with this.
Hi, it's me, Lythander.
Helping
Everyone's
out isn't
favorite.
the right word
Yes.
here.
Correct.
There is at least one entity that still has its eye on you
Hmm.
that is capable of not shaping creation, shaping the underworld, perhaps. You just get a tickling sensation and an undercurrent of dread that something else has its eye on you now.
Oh boy.
Down below.
Well, that's great.
And the other success you could use just for getting a moat back or observing or deducing an important fact about how this is going to go.
Let's see how this is going to go.
The thing about infernal magic, when it's worked on a large scale through the land, is that you could control the general result of things. This isn't going to make anyone sicken or die, or this isn't going to cause a plague, and this is generally going to go with the overall broad design of what you want. The devil is in the details. Shit's going to get weird.
Okay.
Not good weird, not bad weird, just weird. You have hundreds upon hundreds of second and third circles that are giving you power to go through this process, all with their own design preferences and motifs and ideas on what they want the island full of teeth to look like. As you're being a channel and conduit for all of them, this is going to look like an island potluck.
Oh boy.
You could live there. You could grow crops there. It will look like a Minecraft custom server with way too many people working on it.
That's fine.
Alright, so with that focus taken care of, do you want to give anyone any warnings over what this is going to be before you step onto the land?
Gavel will turn to everyone and say this. Whatever you do, if you think you see a tree moving, don't get closer to it, whatever you do. That will be your warning.
Okay, and the final... Oh, sorry.
No, just checking.
Okay. The final step for this is going to be... Let me check the working list again. Ah, yes. Unstable, hostile environment. Hey, the Wyld is starting to fight back against this and is trying to subsume it back into the chaos.
No!
This is going to be a high difficulty roll in order to prevent the Wyld, the other players, from warping it.
Okay.
This has difficulty 7, either sagacity or integrity.
Oh boy.
And fortitude is the stat for
fortitude.
this one.
All right. Well, I'll do fortitude and sagacity with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
And if you want to try and think of a stunt, go ahead. That's going to be useful here.
I'm going to say that while Gavel is doing this, she's starting to sort of feel something tug at the wild magic she's trying to control. She's gonna try and hold on to the wild magic, sort of like a pair of reins for guiding horses and whatnot, and just try to steady the horses, as it were.
Okay, yeah. The horse metaphor is pretty apt, and that allows the stunt bonus.
Yes.
Especially depending on what further you'll learn from the earlier investigation tidbit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and then with that.
Come on.
And 3 successes.
All right. So, is there anything we could do to help?
You want to try and give Gavel the integrity bonus via Sun King Radiance?
Sun King Radiance gives me a resolve bonus.
Wait, what roll was that? Sorry.
Sagacity.
Sagacity.
Can I do anything?
Does Gavel have to?
Social roll
Does Gavel have to be the one to roll?
Yeah, they're the one doing the wild shaping.
Oh. Well, let me see.
I have a consequence ready.
Oh boy.
Sun King Radiance. No, that doesn't do it. I can give a bonus to. I could give my integrity bonus to their resolve, not integrity to their integrity.
No, that's to inspire to build power.
I will say that Korak might be able to do a necromancy venture to not completely negate what's about to happen, but to alleviate the worst of it.
Okay.
May I attempt that?
Yeah, once I've described what exactly it is.
Okay.
Gavel?
Yesin.
The Wyld is still there.
Hmm.
You feel the magic settle down. It is still there. This place is still part of the Wyld. You cannot completely convert all of it. In effect, the entire island is a border march.
Mm.
People who live here will have mutations. Not life-threatening or super addictive or deadly. If you live here, this is going to cause ever so slight mutations in the fabric of their flesh.
Mm.
Asterisk. There are ways to prevent this via sorceress workings. And Aura's field, but that focuses around Aura herself, so... And, of course, she can't stay here forever.
Can she, though?
Technically speaking, yes, but would it be advisable? No.
No.
One thing I will state is that necromancy is the magic of stasis, keeping things the same. Sorcery is primarily about changing the nature of things and their fabric through the waft and weft of the world. Necromancy is about making sure that shit stays the same. Lythander? If Aura tells you about this negative side effect, you could try doing a necromancy venture in order to protect people from mutations. Via locking the human shape into place on a metaphysical level here.
Do I get told about this?
Gavel?
Hmm.
Do you want to tell everyone you did a fucky wucky?
Yeah. Gavel will turn to Aura and Lythander and go, so I might have slipped up a bit with making this sort of place. So,
Oh?
you see,
so?
so if someone were to, say, be born here, they would come across some mutations, as it were.
Of, what kind?
The, not so great, but not so bad either kind.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I would prefer that not to be the case, but as it stands, I don't know how to fix it.
It could be anywhere from a sixth toe to full-on beast folk to non-human body shape to nothing that impacts the soul or too much about everyday life, but it's visible.
Mm-hmm.
People will notice when dealing with other societies.
We don't want people to do that, so let's see. Let me try something here. Lythander is going to attempt to put a curse of stability.
All right, second circle necromancy venture. That sounds like to me.
Yep.
You could invoke this on the entire fabric of reality with third circle.
Oh my goodness.
Instead, it's localized entirely to this island.
Yeah. So I'm going to use words work. I'm going to use an excellency and sagacity.
This is going to be another. This is going to be another venture. This will take multiple steps. And I will say,
okay.
Feel free to continue drawing on the map as things go down for this.
Will do.
Okay.
All right. So I will roll for sagacity to attempt to identify the curse.
And meanwhile,
that sounds like a fairly reasonable first step for me.
Meanwhile, let me know how bad it is so I can fuck up this map.
Not that bad, but this isn't a Chernobyl. This is a land of ooh.
7 successes.
Oh my god, that's crazy. It's livable and people live here, but it looks fucking weird. That was the difficulty 3 roll.
Way to go.
Hell yeah, Clyde.
I will go ahead and let you know what kinds of cool shit you'll be able to do as a result of that.
Okay.
So you immediately realize, okay, this is... Yep, okay, yeah. this is gonna take traveling around the circumference of the entire island to encircle it. Thankfully, as a shapeshifter, that should be fairly easy for you. However,
it's gonna take a while still.
it's gonna take a while, and in addition to that, if you want to, you could spend one of those 4 extra successes to note the same thing Gavel did about something else watching.
Yes, please.
Okay, hey, I can reveal even more for you. A presence, not quite the same, but awfully familiar seeming to Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars. You feel the faintest whiff of that type of power. You have 3 more successes. You can regain motes. You could learn one person present in the scene who could do this kinds of shit. Or conceal the... Well, you can't conceal the type of magic, but... I could give you... You could ask questions and I can answer them. You get 3 questions, or you could get up to 3 motes back. 1 for each.
I will grab 1 mote back.
Okay.
And I can ask questions still, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So let's see, what questions would be good here?
Audience suggestions can help if you need some suggestions for good questions. Oh my god, this island's walking. Oh my god, is the island alive now? Is that what we're doing?
I have no idea.
You know what? Sure.
The island is on the chest.
Questions.
Is on the chest of a little man. His name is Jeffrey.
You could spend 1 question to learn more about Jeffrey if you'd like.
I think I'm good for right now.
Okay.
Figure out.
The rat.
Why don't we could bank those questions for later then and move on to the next step? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the next step is not going to be sagacity, it's going to be craft.
Oh dear. Who has
Now,
craft?
I will say, you can add the resources of the island itself for this as a 3-die bonus.
Please.
Attribute plus craft plus the 3 die, and this specific role is going to be setting up the necromantic infrastructure needed to work this enchantment. It's you sprinkling salt on the mountaintops. It's you dropping dye at specific points in the ocean around you. It is getting everything you need to prepared for the actual casting of the magic. This is a difficulty 5 roll.
Okay, and what bonuses again?
A 3-die bonus from the island's resources bonus.
Alright, and this is a craft roll, you said,
Yes.
correct? Okay. Come on, craft singles, be full of grace. Let's see.
You can also
and it's
stunt
any
if-
attribute, correct?
Yes, and you could also stunt if you want.
I'm going to start digging to try to find enough salt to do this.
Yep, salt's a pretty good ingredient for necromancy, as we learned from Sky Sundering Shadow.
3.
That's not a complete failure, but there is a consequence from this.
Okay, what's the consequence, baby?
Let
Tell me about it, baby boy.
me read through. Magical buildup or backlash that causes damage. Charm or effect that generated the working costs 1 additional mote or other appropriate resources. Working flares the exalt's anima. I'm gonna say it's the feedback.
Okay.
Lythander? Stigmata starts to open alongside your arms or whatever equivalent you have in the current form you're using. The something down below is looking a bit closer at you, and a gash in your side opens like you were hit by a sword.
Uh-oh.
Take 3 health levels of damage.
Ooh. Really? That much? Okay. That's...
Oh dear.
That thing is
Haven't had a-
deadly.
Damage consequence in a good while.
Okay, so I am now at -1 to my roll.
You could commit for a Relentless Lunar Fury if you want to negate that.
That doesn't actually help me here, because that's only for combat.
You know what? Yeah, let's just reduce that to a 1 penalty for now. Or at least to 1 health level.
That would be a 1 penalty. Only 1 health
Yeah,
level damage?
Because they're not
Okay.
here, so it wouldn't make sense for them to inflict that much damage on you that closely. This isn't a Neverborn after all, it's just closely related.
Okay.
So yeah, there is a gash. It does appear on you, but it's just to your 0 health level. So, ow.
Ouchie.
Okay.
And I think as Lythander is making his rounds, you do all see him get hit by some kind of phantom sword slash as he's dumping salt in the ocean. Oh, what are the Daedi doing right now, by the way?
Lythander, are you okay?
Yeah, they're probably...
No, not very, but I mean, I'm alive,
Right.
I guess.
After that, after noticing that, they would probably be getting around us, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably like phalanx formation. Protective thaumaturgy is going to be set up by Stargazer to try and... It's not going to work because thaumaturgy ain't much compared to actual capital S sorcery, and he doesn't have the spells to deal with that right now. But he's trying. I actually can't take a screenshot of the map right now. My computer is fucking up on me.
No.
If someone else can, that'd be lovely.
Hold on, I got you. As long as HDR doesn't kill this thing.
Yeah, just before too much shit gets scrawled on there, that'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Alright, the next step here is you could do one of two things. You could either fire off the spell as is to get the first wave of defenses going, or you could try and get rid of the interfering influence altogether for a higher difficulty roll. And if you want to, you could use some of those banked questions to determine which one you might want to go with.
Oh dear. This is harsh.
I think this is the first time we use craft the entire campaign, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it is.
If anyone else has a way of asking questions, like rolling with Aura's one investigation charm or with unwoven
Oh yeah, I have. I do have something like that, right? It's called motive discerning technique.
And I'd say you could use that via Lythander getting punched in the face from question mark.
I'd like to question
Aura.
who punched me in the face.
Aura.
Another Death Lord!
Why did you get hit with a sword?
How many of those fuckers are
13.
there? Are they do they all use X?
I don't think so, actually.
This isn't a question that's...
Here we go.
No, that's not a...
Alright. Waking an excellent. Let's see. Here we go. Wish me luck. And...
Let's do it.
Okay.
5.
5 successes.
I think that's 5 questions from that charm list.
Ooh. Wait, seriously? Damn.
I think that's what it reads, yeah. So Lythander has one more question.
How many extra successes?
Oh, it's difficulty 3, so 2 extra successes.
Okay.
So 3 questions, I think.
During the scene, I can expend one of these successes to ask one of the following question, and if the total number of successes exceeds the number of available questions, I can provide additional questions. So, Lythander, I'm going to show you the list of questions. You can ask...
Oh, by the way, Lythander's blood has spilled into the water.
No!
This may or may not be important.
You can ask any 2 of these.
Mm-hmm. So, Korak, if you want to give feedback on which questions Aura should ask, now would be a good time.
Let's see.
Alatos, you could also contribute out of character.
I would say, if I were to say anything, it would probably be, what do I have that someone here wants? Or who doesn't belong here? But that's just me, personally.
That's just a theory. A Gav theory.
Thanks for Gavin.
Oh boy.
Alright, while you guys think of questions, I could go ahead and mention... I could go ahead and just remind for the next stage, you could try and cast out the Deathlord's influence entirely, and that's going to be a difficulty 7 roll. Or you can proceed with the next stage of starting to cast the magic, which is going to be lower, difficulty 4.
Probably just casting the magic. If everyone else is fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, it's Korak's call, so...
Yeah, you can... It's your decision.
I will do what Alto says.
Okay, so this is going to be a sagacity roll, and yes, that means you get excellency.
Okay, I'm gonna excellency that.
Oh,
5 successes.
Difficulty 4, so you did
let's
it.
go.
Woo!
You could spend that 1 success to just get the moat back if you want.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get my moat back.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you just start rewinding, and there we go. The spell is starting to take effect. You see, the poor face-burned kid from the first session yelped as she got a 6th toe, but nothing else seems to have happened.
Alrighty, that seems good.
Yep, and you do sense the spell start to go off, and you also sense an underworld underneath it.
Mm-mm.
There shouldn't be an underworld mirror here yet. This island was literally just formed. What the fuck?
Yeah, actually, what's going on here?
Hey, what's up? My name is Jeffrey. I'm from Toronto.
Next stage of the venture.
Shut up, Jeffrey.
What the fuck's going on downstairs?
I'm from Toronto. I play the drums.
This is a opposed check against the Death Lord.
Oh, great. All right.
Jeffrey's a Death Lord?
No.
Oh. Okay, thank goodness.
So this is a recon roll, essentially. Your choice of sagacity or awareness.
For me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sagacity, of course, and I'm gonna use that mode again.
Okay, and you can also start asking questions from either your one remaining...
7 successes.
Okay, this is an opposed check based on their die roll, so it's a dice pool of
Damn.
their secondary pool of 12.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, it didn't type, 1 second. This is only their secondary pool, it's not the thing they're best at. You beat them!
Let's
Holy-
go!
By 1.
Barely.
That peaked the mic up, sorry.
I barely did that by the seat of
By the skin of my teeth!
That's
Let's
what I'm
fucking
talking
go.
about,
Get him in the ball.
baby!
Get him!
Look at that
Kill him.
dick! Look at that, are
Kill
you
him.
guys cops
Kill him.
dick?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're gonna have Jeffrey become our
Jeffrey.
friend. We are going to befriend
This summer
Jeffrey.
on NBC, Jeffrey.
Hey, that's the final stage of the venture, by the way.
Let's go!
NBT.
Alright. You close your eyes, and I could just say that Spirit Cunning Glance goes off for free as part of the long-term narrative timescale I don't want you to nickel and dime for.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone is standing
Boy.
far, far away from you, atop the back of... You thought that your teacher had a big Leviathan. This man is standing on the back of a war strider that is much bigger.
Oh, great.
This is a war strider the size of a city. It's not complete. Doesn't appear to have weapons on it. And it is about a mile in the sky floating away. But you see the figure nonetheless because he is projecting himself in multiple places at once. Tall
Neat.
and imposing.
Projection.
Let me finish the description first, please.
Sorry.
It's fine. Tall, imposing, made out of entirely soul steel armor, but you could see the Iron Maiden inside, stabbing him from all angles. And he looks a lot like a fantasy version of this guy. One moment, let me copy the image.
Oh, boy.
And yes, this is the point of comparison everyone has been using for this man since the first edition of Exalted.
All right.
Darth Vader!
Korak, you see a high fantasy version of this guy, of Darth Vader.
What the fucking hell?
Let me just see what that
Motherfuckers!
looks like.
Oh, it's literally
What
a
does
samurai.
Darth Vader
It's literally
look
just a black armored samurai.
Oh. What's his name?
You've heard of the reputation of the first and forsaken lion.
Oh, hey, it's Lionel.
I open with lions, krakens, and bees, oh my, remember?
Yeah.
He is staring...
Yeah, you
Yeah, he is staring down at you.
Hello. Are you another Death Lord?
new invasion front. This is important to take note of. And a figure climbs off the back of the war strider, and you see an abyssal cast mark glowing on their forehead.
Oh.
A bit far away to make out what exactly caste they are, but you see the black anima flow up around them. She says something to him. Orichalcum veins. Not useful for our purposes, but to think that one of them is returned in this age, and a necromancer alongside her, a useful asset. And you are hearing all of this as clear as day because he is allowing you to hear it.
Oh, great. Awesome.
No roll required.
So did he basically just say, "Oh, hey, I like you because you're hot"?
No, he was monologuing about you to someone else. He doesn't appear to be reacting to your presence at all.
Nope. Oh, shit.
What's up this time?
Well, it seems we're going to be having a couple of party
Well,
crashes.
you don't know about this. Only Lythander does for now.
Oh, okay.
Lythander, what's going wrong?
So you see, we might have people trying to take our land.
Great.
Well, they can't do that.
Already?
We just made it. We literally just made it.
You know that weird, saying of "Buese," I think.
No.
No.
Well, we have to kill people, I guess.
Well,
Don't we already do that?
Oh,
We
one other detail.
That's not really.
Oh, it's a Death Lord too, I believe.
What is a Death Lord doing in the middle of this island we made up just now?
Because apparently it was here
How?
first.
That's
I don't know.
Content warning. Gore.
Oh, okay.
Lythander, give me a dick check. What?
As in this double overlay that the lion is projecting to you, you see
Rex,
the
I need
war
you.
strider
I
turn
need you
away.
to be very. I need you to warn you. I will be very upset if you fucking do something to Jeffrey.
Nothing it will happen to Jeffrey.
Ah, thank God.
As
Jeffrey
the
will
lion
grow
reaches
5 inches
inside
taller.
of him and hucks a gob of what could still be counted as a ghost. It's hard to kill that which already dead. And it falls and splatters across the floor and starts to dissipate. It is sorcerously bound, so it will regenerate after a time, but you could just barely make out the face of what was once the economy of souls and swords ghosts start to unravel. You have time to ask one question before he needs a year and a day to reform.
Really? The thing that I spent so much effort on is
Oh,
just
no.
going away. That I never got to use once.
Oh no.
I never said... let me clarify. This shard of the economy.
It's not all of it.
A single piece.
What, did you think he couldn't keep splitting himself up in death, too?
Oh no.
You recognize immediately from these sorceress bindings that you placed on him that this is only a fragment of him that is that got fucked. There is more of him out there on the mission still. He sent one of his arms, essentially, spiritually speaking, and the arm got chopped off. The other limbs are still there.
Oh no.
You have time to ask the arm the spiritual representation of an arm one question.
How much did it cost you?
Is that the question you're asking?
No.
I can also...
Did you learn anything?
Yeah. I can do that, but I can also allow Aura's 2 other questions to be asked here as well, of what's left of this guy.
That works.
Okay, so, the question of what did you learn? You asshole. weakness is in her past.
In her past. Thank you.
And now for...
Remind me to summon you again.
No, please! Hey, Chills, what questions do you think would be applicable to this lump?
This lump of the economy?
Only Lythander is seeing this, although Gavel, with Wayward Divinity Oversight, because this is an Essence Ghost that's lower than yours, you see an absolute fucking gore pile in front of you.
Awesome!
This is full when they went inside the house in the Sandman and found the meat wall. This is spread all over the floor of the underworld. Crushed from the impact. And that's why I issued the content warning.
Not like people are gonna see it.
Only your 2 characters, but yeah, I figured the script better safe than sorry.
Oh, darnation!
Oh, Gavel. Oh, sorry, Aura's not seeing this.
Oh, no? I thought you said. I thought I was.
Only Lythander and Gavel.
I thought you said. Okay. I thought you were like, oh, Aura. What do you ask?
I meant I misspoke. I don't want to tell Aura what the fuck's going on.
Well, Aura.
Sir, whatever this is strong enough to kill the economy's ghost.
That's not good.
I wonder if he's strong enough to kill a demon.
No. I'll just remind you, this isn't all of the economy. This is just part of him. One of the ghostly abilities that you grafted to him because you did so well on the summoning venture, there's multiple copies of him.
Oh.
He is able to be in multiple places at once via possessing shit. So no, you did not lose all that work you did crazy good on. It's just that someone noticed and crushed one of those little bits of work.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Alright, Aura, what do you want to know?
Alright, Aura, again, asking me.
Gavel, what did you want to know?
What do I want to know?
Because I think that's what
Rick's trying to say.
he really meant there.
The list, yeah.
Let's see. So what I recommended was who doesn't belong here, or who's really an authority here. I think is the 2 I recommended.
Also, interesting note, do the character and I share a virtue, and do the character and I share an intimacy, or, perhaps most importantly, what haven't I noticed about the character?
Oh! Then I would personally say, what haven't I noticed about the character?
Alright, Chills, is that what you want to fire off?
Sure thing. Gavel's the boss.
Do you want to ask that about the economy or about Lion?
Lion.
Yeah, let's ask it about the lion. And if I do as Gavel says, I guess it's not really a principle. It's more of a tie. But yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I'll ask.
Something. Okay, the result I'll give you is, the thing you haven't noticed is, Lythander, the ship never stopped moving. It was headed reasonably fast in a different direction. This was just him passing by on the way to something else. He's not here for you. This is just something that this is just something on some kind of scouting expedition of some sort that he happened upon and decided to chuck a little piece of a garbage bag he found back to the owner. And he might not actually care about this location all that much. I can also reveal as a corollary from that, as he still was continuing off in the same direction, further west. He was on the way from something, and oddly enough, I'll also reveal it was in the direction of Mount Namas, where 7 Obsidian Leopard and Tanisa Ring-Eaters crib is. That's their kingdom.
Okay.
He was headed from that direction. In regards to the other question, another detail, what do I have that someone here wants might be interesting to ask, or hidden grudges, or who doesn't belong here, is all stuff I have answers for.
I say we go with who doesn't belong here.
Who doesn't belong here?
Okay, hey, you're pretty sure that, Sky Thundering Shadow should not have been on that deck.
Oh, awesome.
That's not the Death Lord she allegedly works for.
Oh, that doesn't seem right.
Nope.
And we have a brief flashback as we zoom further in, and that was Sky Thundering Shadow speaking to the lion.
Oh.
So that is all the information that gets relayed to Aura and Gavel.
Okay, then.
Oh, dear.
Oh, great.
More problems. I see.
Wait, boss, take me with you! Spider yells, running back after him.
Spiders!
Oh, right, sorry, wrong Death Lord.
I thought you wanted to kill the Death Lord with us. Because it would be fun.
Yeah, take me with them so I can beat the crap out of them.
Oh, okay. You're forgiven.
Also, hold up. Who was that on the mast? A falafel, but next to falafel.
Taziki.
And unfortunately, the stigmata starts to open up on him when he misnamed the Death Lord again.
Mm.
Ow, fuck!
Who, me?
No, on Spider.
Oh.
Because he gave the First and Forsaken Lion a funny nickname, and as we learned from last time, when they're in proximity...
Fun, isn't it?
What?
Fun, isn't it? Being hurt because you didn't know the name.
Last step of the venture, finding out what's up with the nascent intelligence you guys accidentally imbued on this island via the funny drawings. This is Embassy or Presence from Lythander.
Which one do I have more of? Embassy or Presence? I think I have the same in both, no, I have 3 Embassy and 2. So I'm going to be doing Embassy.
Okay.
Please be kind and full of grace like all the rolls before.
Please.
I trust in myself and I trust in you. Roll 20,
Believe in the
please
heart of
don't
the
screw
dice.
me over. Believe in the heart of the dice.
Successes ain't
3.
bad.
It's difficult. It's difficulty 3.
Yeah!
Okay.
Heart of the cards.
Okay,
Heart of the
I'm...
dice.
Yeah. What does the dice say?
The dice say that a behemoth has coalesced underneath the island. This is, in fact, you know that one island turtle in Zelda Majora's Mask? The one that's a smash stage?
Yes.
Take it, scale it up to the size of a lion turtle in Avatar.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's Jeffrey.
Hey!
So,
Sorry.
a quick navigation around the islands.
Let me get that
The
again. I think that
enchantment
got
does
cut out.
work, and
Jeffrey!
yeah, all the humans here will stay human.
Yeah.
However, the side effects are as the island will stay island.
That's fine.
The island won't stay island?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Jeffrey will be Jeffrey.
Like, understand. Oh,
Jeffrey's
okay, that's
a permanent.
That's the
Jeffrey's a
downside?
permanent stay.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey!
I think we all like Jeffrey, so I mean...
Well, you haven't had a chance to speak with Jeffrey yet.
Nope.
This is true. We haven't.
Is Jeffrey a dick?
We don't know.
Unclear.
Jeffrey may
Yeah.
be friends with those weird animals off to the west side of this map.
We do not know.
Oh, let's do a brief recap of everything you guys have drawn on this island.
Yes.
What's this thing at lower right?
Lower right?
Lower right would be the Orichalca mines.
Okay, and what's the little animal over there?
That is a
to its left.
that is a Yosi pig from Malthus itself, guarding a
descended from Isidorius, the black boar that twists the skies.
indeed.
Cool.
And is also guarding a secret cave entrance. And then you have...
What's that over to the left?
that is a singular mountain said to have a dragon's trove worth of gold.
Said as of 5 minutes ago when you made it.
Indeed.
And what's this over here at the center? This is like the one safe path into the island.
Yes.
But what's this over here?
That is a sparring field.
I
Right.
see, okay. / barracks, I suppose.
Mhm.
And underneath, it's Jeffrey's head.
Yes. It'll be quite the racket for him, quite annoying. And over here, I take it?
Over here, over where?
Like, is it a little forest?
Yes.
Boxes?
So yeah, to the left is a bunch of squirrels who seem to have made their own little civilization. With I forget if that's the sign of Mars or Venus. I think it's Venus.
It's the sign of the
That's
sea.
Venus. Oh, wait, that's the sign of Mercury.
It's an
Oh, is it
anchor.
Mercury? Okay, then yeah.
It looks to be an
They are
anchor
very
for what I'm
similar.
looking at.
I guess they all appear to be.
Appropriate for the Maiden of Journeys.
They all have a little thing of the sign of Mercury on them for some weird reason.
Huh! Let me just quickly do a roll.
And underneath, close to squirrel civilizations, that's Cubert.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's actually really fucking funny that she rolled 15 successes.
What the fuck is this?
I'll save the revelation of what that roll was for the end of the island tour, though.
Okay.
Let's say, you've done it from New Ways back. After Lythander was the first one on the island to make the preliminary round, so he is probably best equipped to giving a tour. And now is when everyone else is cleared to walk on after the protective necromancy was cast on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys all start.
See,
here.
I wasn't able to do anything to prevent. I look at Jeffrey's head a lot, but I mean,
Don't worry.
I don't know if Jeffrey's head is visible. It could be under the water.
We can help pick up each other's slack.
Alright, Abigail is the first one on and looks around. Well, it is what the elders wanted. The creature underneath it could be a boon or a bane.
Lythander puts his shovel into the ground to see if there's any reaction.
There's dirt.
I know, but any like a audible ow.
That would be much deeper in, probably.
Yeah.
This place is deep enough to have veins of precious materials, after all.
Yeah. You would probably be hitting Jeffrey's skin, which is way tougher than rock.
Yeah.
How do we know Jeffrey's that strong,
Because he's got big.
He's the size of an island.
He's the size of a big.
Are you saying that just because he's as big as an island that he can't feel pain?
Well, he can't. He certainly can't feel the pain that you're trying to cause him by poking him with a shovel. That's for sure.
That's fair. So this might be a bad idea, just because if we have an opal mine here, or was it what was it?
Orichalcum.
If we have an orichalcum mine here, who's to say that's not Jeffrey's heart is made out of orichalcum?
It's Jeffrey's butt. The orichalcum mine is located at Jeffrey's butt.
Are we sure about that?
I mean, you can look at the map and tell me. Where do you think that is?
A whirlpool
Yeah, but where?
by his butt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
So you're saying they shit that orichalcum?
That's
I
not
know.
what we're saying at all.
You tell me.
No, think that is what we're saying.
Uh-oh.
Think of Alatos. Think about it.
Yeah.
Infinite orichalcum. It's infinite orichalcum that you don't have to hurt Jeffrey for.
Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost?
My
My
sanity.
dignity.
Jeffrey.
Oh, goodness. Alright, fine.
You know, this is... If I had a nickel for every time Exalted had a magical creature whose excretions are insanely powerful magic from the first stage, if I had a nickel for every time I did that, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which is weird because it's only happened
Neat.
twice.
Yes.
Yeah, this and the beasts that eat opium and piss
Oh,
heroin.
great.
I think actually New Way mentioned doing a heist for one of those way back in session 2.
Oh, goodness.
Speaking of which, New Way shapeshifts back to her human form. Damn, this looks really That's a face.
Alright. What's
Yes, that is a face.
Jeffrey?
I don't think you play Jeffrey. I think I play Jeffrey.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Mobo.
Does Jeffrey say anything?
Mobo and LCD also not yet. Mobo and LCD also walk onto the island. Well, I do believe this is most of the Wyld Pockets. He actually prods the ground with his foot, and you see his entire foot unfold and manifest into what looks like a metal detector.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like there may be some trace amounts of wild energy around. I don't know if you'll be able to do such a grand scope working again, but perhaps make little things. Trinkets or tools. You won't be able to use the wild shaping technique upgrade on this anymore, is what he's saying, but you could use the base version of the charm still.
Okay, that's all right.
That's good.
Yeah, so you can't make more land or more magic resources or people, but you can make weapons and other shit.
I'll certainly take that.
In any case, quite impressive, but... Any of you all felt that massive surge of essence? And it's at this point when the 15 success die roll happens on the other side of the island.
That's Jeffrey.
It is the strong... No, past Jeffrey.
Oh no.
It's Jeffrey's dad.
Jeffrey's mom.
You all see something stretched down from the sky. All the way down. From the horizon, all the way down to this island, is a ladder.
Uh-oh.
Do they do anything?
Who is on the ladder?
You don't see anyone on the ladder.
Alright.
Alright. So, ladder.
I guess we'll go towards the ladder.
Is it the Latter-day Saints?
Hopefully not.
There is a head that is semi-translucent and phasing through the floor watching you as you walk through. But that's just Jeffrey.
Somebody's watching me.
Alright.
All of you make attribute plus awareness rolls to see if you could see her in time.
Attribute.
Shit. Alright, let me give it
plus
give it my
awareness,
best here.
okay.
Let's see if I have some charms to help with awareness.
2.
7.
I know I definitely see it, right, Rex?
All you see is a vaguely yellow blur.
8. Okay.
Navigate,
There,
range
if I can-
combat, embassy, integrity, navigate.
Please, kind and full of grace. 4 successes.
Alright. Let's give it a best.
Gavel at a free stunt
Damn it.
because of who you are as an infernal.
Ooh, okay.
3 successes.
Aura, you also see the blur, but you also notice that whatever it was, this was something powerful.
Gula.
Gavel?
Yes.
Slap it nuts.
The second this essence pulse happens, Hopkins at first starts barking like crazy, and then he stops and starts whining in fear.
Oh, no.
And I'll have Hopkins roll a help action for Gavel.
Please. Please do good, Hopkins. I believe in you.
Gavel, please roll 4 more dice.
I will gladly roll 4 more dice, please. 3 successes! Which brings my total...
You only see her for a few seconds. Let me go ahead and find a picture of her from prior editions, which I'm sure I can do through a quick Google search as I describe what you see. RPG, character name.
This is a lot of.
Well, I found a...
This is a lot of new people coming into this island that we've never seen before.
Oh, don't worry. She's not
Yeah.
going to be relevant for long. This is just a quick
Says
visit, as
she
she's
becomes the
want.
final boss.
Probably not. Only
Never
Gavel.
said the final. I never said the final boss you intended.
This is a fan art taken from Reddit. I don't know. I'm probably not going to put this in the episode, but The description enough should make clear who it is. The yellow is what catches your eye most of all, Gavel. Dressed in the most vibrant shade of the color you have ever seen in your entire life, made from the finest dyes. She is only about about as tall as you are, just over 6 feet, and she's appears to be far in the distance, crouching down to some squirrels. There is essence pouring off of this woman like nothing you have ever felt before in your entire life.
Goodness.
This is the strongest entity, perhaps as strong, if not stronger, than the strongest of the Yozi as they are right now, than you've ever seen. She puts down one of the squirrels and then climbs the ladders at speeds faster than any non-exalt could ever hope to approach.
Oh!
She looks a bit less anime than that, and she's wearing more clothes, but...
Still.
Huh.
Dang.
And you know, based on the way
That's...
that Hopkins is hiding in fear, that is a motherfucking highest of the god.
Oh!
That was Mercury.
The
Oh,
Mercury.
Ms. Mercury, the witch from Mercury.
Oh. I see.
She hot.
Ree, the patron, one of the 5 patrons of the Sidereal exiles.
Oh dear.
I can't wait to kill her because she's a Sidereal.
Oh dear.
Nope, she's just their boss.
That's scary. I don't like that.
And where the ladder once was, the sign of Mercury is burned. Well, not burned into the earth, it is growing out of flowers and trees. It's very eco-friendly.
Indeed.
So all the rest of you guys just see a blur, and then the ladder is gone, and that symbol is growing in the grass in their wake, whoever it was.
Oh. Oh, shit. That was Mercury.
Oh no.
Must have been because of the squirrels over there.
Okay, I'm actually going to have, not Gavel.
Ooh, right.
Nue is going to do an excellency roll
Okay.
to see if she can make anything else out. Oh,
7
about as well as
successes.
you did. Nue also saw that and is kind of looking on with awe and terror. That was I never thought I'd see an Incarna again after I saw Luna that first time.
You saw Luna?
What? Oh, Soul doesn't visit you with your exaltations. I forgot. He does for every single one of us, though.
See my piano recital.
I don't know if Lythander remembers that, but the point is...
Oh, I think I do. Luna is actually... He can get it, actually.
Let me see if I can...
Wolf face.
I am just posting a picture of what I'm...
Face?
Of the shape that I imagine Luna wearing during Lythander's exaltation. I think I may have made this joke already, but I'm posting moon presents.
Yush.
Oh.
Alright. Anyways.
Ooh.
I actually know a little bit about
Spooky.
this from that time I studied with Mahasuchi. And I know, I said I wouldn't speak much about that again after how annoying he was, but the maidens are much more involved with the Sidereals than Sol and Luna are with us. But Mercury's role is, she's the maiden of journeys. She travels creation far and wide to constantly do census reports. She's rarely, if ever, up in Yushan. I think she was just here because someone made a new island.
I see.
You might want to keep an eye out in case any Sidereals show up here.
Yes. Oh, goodness. I suppose, yes, I'll need to form a patrol now, just in case.
Let me go ahead and check Sidereal charms to see if one of them shows up right now.
Especially if one of those squirrels happens to attract them.
This is fucked up. There's so much going on.
Yeah?
All we're supposed to do is find one guy who was make an island to defend ourselves against the incoming horde, and there's a bunch of celebrities showing up. We're getting invaded by death lords, and friggin' Mercury shows up.
Then the seventh most powerful entity in the setting shows up to do a land survey.
What is why is this happening to us?
Sidereal charm. In the nick of time. Fate conspires to deliver the Sidereal faster than logic should allow. Commit 2 motes when you learn about a change in circumstance, such as an impending Fairfolk raid or the fall of the city of Florence, or Mercury's ladder falling from the sky.
Oh no!
Regardless of the distance, you and your allies are able to arrive soon enough to matter. You might not arrive before an attack begins, but you will be there before it ends, with a chance to turn the tides or minimize damage. If the Sidereal does not have 2 motes available, they may instead pay its cost in motes. This is activated twice.
Oh no. Alright.
So wait, what does that mean?
We're getting invaded.
Already?
Yep.
Let me just go ahead and pull up the name generator.
I need it. Alright. So what do we do?
What?
We still haven't
Is there
talked to
anything-
Jeffrey.
Well, it doesn't happen yet. It just happens before you guys leave the island.
We're leaving the island.
I would like to try to make friends with Jeffrey.
Okay, go ahead and give me a navigate or embassy roll.
Can I do a performance check?
Not in this case, no.
Alright, embassy or what now?
Or a performance. Sorry, no, you
embassy
confused me. Embassy or...
Presence, you said?
Embassy or navigate, I believe I said.
Oh, I'm going to use embassy and fortitude, so that's going to be... 4 successes?
Yeah, it's difficulty 4.
Yippee!
Hello there. How are you, big guy?
You do speak Old Realm, right?
I can speak any language.
How?
Don't I have that ability?
Do you have that charm?
I have that charm.
I think I did.
Well, either way, you speak Old Realm because you know necromancy. That's the language of sorcery and high magic.
Thank you. It's one of those where... Oh, I've, blinking out. Oh, that I put my forms in my languages because I'm dumb.
That's fine. That's close enough.
Yeah.
Let me just run a few
Hello
things.
there.
Tata!
Yes. I am actually no. I am your uncle. Your fun uncle.
Your funkle.
Your funkle.
Ha ha ha.
Play?
I point to Gavel. That is Dada.
Slow look at Aura.
No, that's your other. That's your aunt.
Looks at Nue.
That's your aunt's girlfriend.
This is true.
Mobo.
That's just some random guy we met. I point to Gavel. You see those horns? They're just like yours.
Goo.
Is he afraid of Gavel?
No.
Or is Jeffrey Oh, okay.
She's afraid of me. Says
What?
a new
Who?
voice.
Oh, hello. Who are you? And
Or
why are
rather,
you on
a voice you
Jeffrey?
haven't heard since session 1.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Hey, remember the merchant who Aura got directions from way back in session 1?
Here comes a new
There's actually a
challenger.
brief flashback of him. Actually, Aura, roll against Arcane Fate.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what do I roll for this?
Fortitude, Integrity.
Well, shit, okay.
To see if you remember meeting this guy.
Alright, 13 dice. I certainly do. Seven successes.
Yes, you do.
This was,
And from that, you've seen this guy in Shampur as well, in the crowd at the arena. You've seen this guy in the underworld, disguised as a skeleton when you were fighting the Nephrak.
Okay.
You see this guy in the fucking Wyld Pocket, disguised as a goblin.
Oh.
Master of disguise.
You've seen this guy before you exalted in Shampor again before years ago.
Oh,
All
are you
collapses
the
into this
son?
one person.
You.
And the sign of Mercury is shining on his forehead.
Oh, come on.
He raises both of his hands in the clear universal gesture of, I don't want to fight.
Alright, so quick question. I thought almost all Sidereals died, or we were hunting them. Because of your... No, Neon was not one of yours. I apologize. That was racist of me.
What's your deal?
Neon was a Sagittarius, if I remember correct, right?
Neon was a Venus, and to be completely honest, I don't care one way or the other that he's dead.
Good, because he deserved it.
Cold.
I'm not saying that, but I'm also not saying anything to contradict that.
You know what? Fair, I like you. What's your name? My name's Lythander. Pleasure to meet you. This is Jeffrey.
I am called Sohal the Farwalker.
So Hell the Farwalker. Would you mind if I... Do you mind if I just call you Sorel then? Or Farwalker, if that's
I'm
okay
typing
with you?
out the spelling of that
I was
name.
about to
It's
say,
Urdu for
please,
level.
thank you.
But why are you...
So Hell, do you mind if I just call you Sohel, or would you like me to just call you Sohel?
But hold on. Why are you here? Why have you been everywhere?
He slowly points over his shoulder at the giant symbol of Mercury burned into the floor. Or grown into the floor, rather.
So what are you?
That.
Some kind of herald?
My Mercury travels fast and often leaves details overlooked in her wake. Of the incarnates, she perhaps has the lowest attention span.
And she's hot.
Yes.
Sorry,
Regardless, I am merely here to... I was here to scout out the island, and particularly as it was formed out of the wild. While I appreciate you dealing with the issue, I must know what you intend to use this place for. It is, after all, heavily fortified.
It intends to be a place of solitude for me and mine.
And not, say, a beachhold for which to conquer the rest of creation.
Preferably not, no.
No.
I just want a place to make sure my men are safe.
Yes. This place should be vacated as soon as we're done protecting ourselves. Other than that, well, we don't have any.
I am also here to deliver a message. I intended to meet you later, but now is as good a time as any.
Message for who, exactly?
All of you, given the tournament that is upcoming, the final rounds of it, where that business with the Heart Eater is still... Many above are quite anxious about that, but it is stored in the Gavel, yes?
Oh, you know about the Gavel? Well, yes. The piss is stored in the Gavel.
He actually laughs at this. Oh, sorry, it's...
No, that's
It's-
okay. That was supposed to be a joke. I know it was bad, but I'm glad you appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. I have been on the road for quite some time, and it's actually been a while since I heard anyone even trying to be funny.
Good. You will hate me in like 5 hours.
No.
Believe me, it doesn't get any more exciting.
But yeah, sorry about that. I'm just trying to think. I don't think you're an enemy, if that makes sense.
He also spends a mote to activate subtle expression method. Of explicitly, he is continuing to be a very evasive in how he speaks, but all three of you plus Nue can make out a different message that he is saying. I am not your enemy, and in fact, do not agree with many of my peers. I don't believe you're necessarily a threat. We may be able to work together, provided you promise a few things.
Oh.
But what he says out loud is just, I don't believe I'm a threat, no.
I see.
He appears to be saying this in case of eavesdroppers.
Well,
Okay.
what is it you want to talk about exactly?
What he says out loud is merely to ensure that I am not the only one on this island. One of my compatriots is below to provide insurance. And what he says on the private DM's channel is, one of the guys listen, the fucking shepherd is underneath us and doing some shit I professionally don't agree with, but I'm not strong enough to stop him.
Yeah.
However, if you can oath swear a couple of things, then I can promise I and he will leave you alone.
Whoa, hold on. You want me to oath swear with you? Sorry.
And and you have to be vague about it.
So this...
You would like to do a deal,
No, darling. This insurance you were talking about, what sort of...
Is it an extended warranty?
Us to
what sort of
mow your lawn?
What sort of benefits does your insurance hold?
The explicit dialogue is, well, first, it would be primarily for the health of the creature underneath. Behemoth seems to have formed as a result of the wild warping magic, and I'm not a fan of seeing such majestic, one-of-a-kind creatures hurt, and that is also part of what he says through the private channel. But what he also says is, on the surface, you're going to promise to not be a bull of the north and become a conquering empire.
I see.
I don't want you to I don't want you to promise to be an empire. What I want is for you not to wage war except in self-defense of this place.
I believe that's a very fair deal. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
What? Lythander's face drops. What?
No, not quite.
You have infinite resources here, darling.
I do, but not able to wage war except in self-defense? No. I don't...
That sounds pretty good,
I don't think I could quite accept that.
You prissy little...
See...
Lythander.
You know what? Okay, you first, and then I'll say what he does.
You see, throughout my life...
What else would you need?
Well...
It is self-defense if one insults as well.
Throughout my life in travels with my dear Daedites, there's something that is quite a common theme, I've noticed. Of not being able to fight back in self-defense. No. Instead of fighting in self-defense at the moment, you need to garner your resources. You need to let that hate fill you, so you can turn it into a proper weapon for revenge.
And the next sentence he says actually isn't spoken in code, it's just spoken normally. I believe the phrase is, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, but not everything is a nail. And he's using a charm called the perfect price. The story it's normally a player-facing charm of the storyteller will tell the player what the character would want in exchange for the object in question or what they would give to possess it. In this case, the promise to get the rest of the Sidereals off your back.
Okay.
When she leverages this information, she gains 1 bonus success. He's using this charm. What would Gavel want in exchange for agreeing to some kind of alliance?
That is a great question with a Sidereal of all things too. Probably. Probably the ability to call upon that person specifically and the shepherd should she need any help in self-defending her territory.
Oh.
Okay, and I think that rather than this being spoken out loud through the magic of exalted prowess, he just inherently knows this and realizes this from Gavel's body language about needing self-defense.
Right, you are.
Let's rephrase things then. And this is again spoken in code as she's just hemming and hawing with, is that so? So what you actually hear is, as fair as that is, it may be good to revise things. Unable to defend in warfare, unable to engage in conquest warfare.
I see.
Beyond just self-defense, this pact would enable you to fight, to do preemptive strikes, but you cannot conquer.
I see.
Or commit slaughter beyond what normally occurs in the field of battle. Basically, he's binding you to the Geneva Conventions.
Yeah.
Fun fact, no one actually listens to the Geneva Conventions anyway.
When it's magically enforced, however.
That's a different story entirely. Well, there goes a few of the trick shots that Kyton was wanting to show me. But
oh no!
But I suppose that as long as the rules are I don't become an imperialist, that should be all well and good.
That is, and this is spoken in code, that is precisely what they're worried about with the oaths in heaven should.
Oh, I'm so sure they
Oath
are.
sworn with your friend, this will help. And I think revealing from this is, he just wants to prevent a bloodbath.
You know
right.
what? Although normally I
That's
would not
all well
take
and
up.
good.
Normally I would not take up such an offer, but I suppose if you're going to fit the terms in like that, I suppose this kind of compromise can be made.
The issue, however, and this is again in code, I can swear to this. I don't know if I could get him to.
Have you tried trying?
Long silence.
Well, come on now.
Do you want me to get him?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, fine, get him.
He spends another 2 boats on faultless. Well, then I suppose we should discuss this over a meal. And as he gets started cooking a meal, he casts faultless ceremony.
Is there any way we can stop him from doing this?
Oh my goodness.
Well, no, he's casting it so his boss doesn't try anything.
Okay.
Yes, please.
And he conveys as much to you as he's innocuously asking if you prefer chicken or beef.
Chicken
Beef or
is
chicken?
fine.
Lythander looks at Pedro. Beef.
Beef.
We eat beef here.
No, we don't.
Are you saying that you'll eat my friend?
Should
No,
it come down to it, yes, chicken is a very healthy meat, darling.
Yes, and Pedro's a very healthy boy.
This is
Who
true.
will
Is now when Pedro reveals his new trick as he builds Will.
Pedro lays an egg.
Ghost
Roll
egg.
6 dice for Pedro.
Oh man.
Okay.
Pedro reveals
Alright.
his ghost egg.
It's gonna be a golden egg.
3.
Three.
Surprisingly
build-
pretty good.
That's enough to build one Will.
Oh no.
As you all sense essence gather around Pedro.
Pedro, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Sohail actually pauses, Sohail actually pauses mid, cook. Wait. Is that... What did you do to that animal?
Nothing.
Everything.
Suhail. I'm sorry, it's pronounced Suhail.
Mhm.
Suhail.
I have done nothing, Suhail. Why?
That chicken is gathering essence.
Yes. His name's Pedro. Respect it.
My apologies. Pedro is gathering essence.
Number one in the hood.
Did you
G.
teach the chicken sorcery?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I taught him necromancy. There's a difference.
How?
Ichabod.
What do you mean, how?
It's actually at this point you are hearing an argument. If you take one fucking step closer to them, I will eat you whole. Yes, that's not the first time someone's made a threat like that. I'd like to see them try, and I know the martial art that... And you actually see two people walking towards you, both constrained by the magic of the faultless ceremony. It's New and Shepherd screaming at each other.
Oh great.
Oh shit.
Magic bullshit field or not, one step closer to them and I will fucking end you.
Blush.
The shepherd looks at Suhail. We will discuss this later. I will write you up for official censorship.
We will discuss this over dinner.
Okay, I do not care, respectfully speaking, sir. This is about the blood of thousands of innocents, and by doing this, you jeopardize the sake of tens of thousands more. I will not gainsay Venus herself, however. I will endure this farce. And he sits down. Chicken, please.
A wise choice. Gavel eyes like
Good call.
Pedro will fire off a butterfly.
No. No.
A butterfly or the flesh-sloughing wave?
No.
Butterfly. A single butterfly.
Okay.
No.
A single pale butterfly.
Shepard actually shows much less surprise that... Oh, it's that trick again.
What?
Been a few hundred since I saw someone do that with their little pet.
Pedro is not a pet, he's a friend.
I suppose that's true. Doesn't your little friend run your office? Isn't your little friend your secretary? He says, looking at Suhail. Yes, Wanda does do my paperwork in my stead. That is true. We cut to a goldfish doing paperwork in Yushan.
That makes a lot of sense.
Does she also do your taxes?
No, I have an accountant for that.
I'm sure you do.
In any case, Shepard Hawes, why? I am assuming you cast this magic, so using that trick against me, quite irritating. To try and, what, protect these anathema? We both know that's... Oh, I thought you were above such slurs, Sensei. Fine. That we would protect the Hellspawn from what's coming. No, this isn't about that, sir. I am preventing a Bull of the North like you asked me to by coming down here. And so it falls into place.
Guys,
Do you really think they won't break the oath even if they swear it? He looks at Aura.
guys, I don't know about you. The food's getting cold. I really wish you would just, eat. We're all sat down. This discussion's not really bringing up the vibe. It's close to Christmas, it's Thanksgiving. I think we should...
Gavel.
Shepard is furiously chewing his cud.
Gavel is
staring you in the eye.
Gavel is tearing into our chicken as this is all going on.
Lythander just stares in horror as you were eating Pedro's cousin.
Pedro doesn't care.
Aura is sheepishly sort of just like lightly.
Oh no, that's a
picking away.
slur. You're talking to a sheep, man.
Is sheepish?
What was that?
Sheepishly?
Oh, that's a joke. I might cut that.
What was that?
Just sort of sheepishly biting away at a little.
Yeah, going back
a little
to this,
drumstick.
As Shepard is staring at Gavel. Sorry, not Gavel. Well, at Gavel too, but he also goes cross-eyed to do the same thing at Aura.
Yeah, he is a goat. I mean,
I
is
know
a goat,
about
man.
the oath. I am well familiar with your oath magic. My question is, even if you're forced to swear it, oaths can be broken. How do we know you'll keep true to anything we make you promise?
Well,
And beyond just that, you don't think there's ways around oaths? We don't think there's a way that you eclipses made to deflect the consequences of breaking them onto someone else? Because you did.
When?
Well, I'm not aware. Well, I'm certainly not aware of them. Or for what it's worth, I've been doing my utmost not to break any oaths yet. It's been my personal pride and joy, my ability to maintain myself in these circumstances.
And how long have you been exalted for?
Well, I don't really know a good point of comparison. I'm not as old as you, sir. But all that I ask is that you at least have faith in this truth. We truly don't want any bloodshed. I became an exalt to fix the mistakes of the past, to right the wrongs of the world, to do right by others, little by little. And that's not going to stop now. I'm not one to go back on my word. And that's something I
Tens
intend
of
to
years
keep.
from now, that may still be true. You realize how long our lifespans are, yes?
I mean, hey, long or not, lifestyle's a lifestyle.
Will you still keep that promise 1,000 years from now?
I'll have people there to remind me of where I came from, why I do the things I do. These are the people I live with. These are the people I fight for. I would not fall. They'll be there to catch me and remind me of why I do the things I do. That
7 successes.
Read
is my
intentions on Aura.
That's my oath to you.
I think he's going to pick up on the I'm not a leader intimacy from that. That seems narratively appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a few moments to consider those words. Perhaps you may believe this, and it seems from the reports that I've read that you do in fact realize what you did last time. Can we say the same for her, he says, turning his attention to Gavel. From what little I've read about you,
knows what I did.
we'll get to you in a second.
What do you mean, will get to me? Am I just someone to get?
No, I think that's me right now.
Okay, fine. We'll go over you first.
Oh, what about
In some ways, I do pity you more so than the others.
you should never pity me.
You were used as an assassination tool of Meon's for several years. I don't know how he got away with that for as long as he did, and I was going to censure him for gross breaches of ethics were it not for you beating us to the punch. I was going to tear off his arms myself, but I suppose I can't blame you for ending the fight as it went, but even so, you know what sort of creature your master is.
No, I don't.
You know what he would do to Prasad if given the chance and given access to your resources upon his rise to power. He would raze it to the ground, and the Empire would burn, and the innocents with it.
Are there innocents in places that they don't?
There are always innocents.
Next you'll tell me that Neon wasn't innocent.
Of course not. But no, in an empire comprised of tens of thousands of souls, there will always be people worth saving. And for that, your master does not care. I was in that room with you when he tried to get the bones from you.
Yes, aren't you proud of me?
Regardless of such, he was going to drop that onto Prasad. A fate no one deserves. Even if you count yourself as some happy-go-lucky wandering sorcerer type who just saunters forth and does whatever the hell he wants, you know, people will take advantage of that. If you know about it or not, you are going to be the kingmaker in someone else's schemes. You already were once.
Sounds like me and my favorite game.
You take nothing seriously, do you?
I do. I take way too many things seriously.
Then heed my words, child.
Then heed my words, old man.
Do not trust your teachers.
You think I trust anyone here?
Hey!
You think I even trust them?
Hey!
I point over to Gavel and
Aura.
Aura.
He's going to read intentions on you.
Okay.
With another excellency.
5 successes.
Do you trust Aura and Gavel?
With my life.
Okay. And with the second, he's going to get the intention of what Lythander wants out of this conversation.
Okay. You should know what I want.
Nothing?
His shape.
Oh. I think he realizes that then.
Okay. Though, do you think I'd ever give those bones to anyone, though? Those are my trophy. That is my trophy, and mine alone.
You see something change in his expression, but whatever it is, he doesn't continue speaking beyond that. He turns to Gavel now.
Oh boy.
Let's not beat around the bush. I know for a fact that you want to kill everyone I care about.
Yes.
Why should I believe anything you say about protecting your people, then, if you're willing to slaughter millions?
Well, I'll say this much. As I have been awakened to all this, I have found that my temperament of who I kill and who I don't kill has been more and more refined as the years have gone on. It's not just sorts of any bastard that gets in my way, but it's targeted to specific people at this point, or should I say to specific tyrants.
And what is your definition of a tyrant, pray tell?
Those who would abuse the weak, the innocent. Those who just want to live by their own lives, and those who would dare to crush those kinds of dreams.
The worst part is, I know that you're telling the truth. The issue is in how much of that you could change via fighting people, or if you actually truly want to make change, fight the system. It is far more difficult than you could ever know to change the inner workings of... He points at Aura's flame piece. Let us use that as an example. You are aware of their construction and in how many moving parts there are. Imagine each person as a single rivet, a single nail, a single gear. Change one, yes, and you may be able to delay consequences of a negative misfire or injuring someone, but it will be replaced in given time. Break every single piece, and it could very well explode in your face and kill far, far more people than its intended target. To cause complete affected change in it takes months, if not more, of effort to identify every single faulty part. Imagine that spread across unfathomably vast. Blow up that scale to the entirety of creation and beyond. Beyond even our lifespan. I only have a few thousand years left. That is not enough time to fix things.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
What are you, a coward?
I'm a realist.
A coward, more like it.
If you know as much as you claim about tyrants and morality, then you should know that wanton slaughter will cause more problems than it will fix.
I agree with you. I've seen my own fair share of imminent slaughter without my hand in it, mind you, and seen the results of such a... oh, what's the term for it? A sort of power vacuum, as it were. Oh.
Yes, you almost died as a result of excess cruelty yourself, and a cinematic flashback occurs to the crucifixion of Eternal Stigmata, followed by Eternal Stigmata nearly killing you as a Nephrak.
Oh, good memories. But I'm aware of what I'm doing. And I know from the outside it may seem like a sort of targetless crossbow I've sort of gained myself, but no. I do have plans in motion, I have ideas in mind, and I have the will to carry it out.
Then tell me how you want to change the world without killing everyone upstairs. 'Cause I'd like to know that myself.
By changing their minds.
No, not... well, yes.
By taking them over. By becoming their embodiments. By making them want to embody us.
That's not how I plan on doing that. No.
That's not how you plan on, but that's how I plan.
Well, good for you. No. My plan? Well...
Lythander, you just like saying things, don't you?
Well, we're in a place where I can make it come true, I guess, still.
Not really.
To a much less a dramatic degree than before, but slightly, yes.
No, my plan? It's to make the ones who have done such rotten deeds face the consequences of their actions. This, in turn, will cause a ripple to any of the other gods who would dare try such villainy. It's all quite simple, you see. At least, well, to me, anyway.
Well,
It's really not. It's really not that simple, because it's not individual people. It's the function of the machine.
New parts can always be installed into a hard-working machine.
Does this trigger his great curse? When serious difference of opinions or suggested course of action strains the Sidereal's relationship with someone they care about, not yet. When a non-Sidereal who the Sidereal has positive intimacies towards is exposed to danger or emotional strife, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
He's getting incensed, but he's not completely losing it.
Alright.
You could definitely tell, like, a mask of some kind is starting to slip, and you see that this is something that he has thought long and hard about and deeply concerned about, is the same kind of questions Gavel has from a different angle.
Composure is failing.
Little bit, yeah.
Sir, if I may. The role that I've chosen to play these days, in this incarnation, is that of a counselor, so to speak. I don't trust myself as a leader anymore. When I called the shots, a lot of problems ended up occurring. A lot of good people got hurt. These days, I tell everyone of my tale. I make use of the experience, the heartbreak, to impede people from making mistakes that I know they'll regret. I haven't known Gavel for that long, in retrospect. Certainly no time at all for someone of your stature. But I would posit that in the short time that I've spent with Gavel, I can tell you for sure that she is not a marauder. She's not one for wanton violence for its own sake. She's not one to take decisions of revolution and conflict lightly. She is a war mason, yes, and she commands an impressive army, and she has used that army to engage in warfare multiple times over the course of this business partnership. But in every occasion, she was justified, and she did not have, and all innocent injuries were kept to a minimum. Every single conflict held meaning. It all holds meaning. It all works towards a goal. We don't want to change the world all at once. That's not possible. That's folly. People all want the same thing. They want a simple solution, something quick, bombastic. And that's where the mistakes begin. But by being there for people, by helping tip the scales in situations of injustice, in situations of ill-begotten fate, I believe that Gavel can provide power to the powerless. And in that, I believe her journey, her purpose, is just.
One of the two of you give me a persuasion action of a presence roll with whatever attribute you want and a stunt.
Oh.
All right.
And I will say this roll is very important.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I get us. By the way, let me get it. Let me get this right now. Aspect of the virtuous warrior. So I get 4 dice instead of 2 for the stunt.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you do.
How much presence do you have?
If
by
it's serving one of your virtues.
I only have 3. Yeah, well, yeah, it does.
I am not a leader, I guess. Yeah.
I'm not a leader, and Gavel's the boss.
Yeah.
I have 3 presents.
Okay, I have 5 presents. But from the bonus that sounds like you're getting, you'll probably end up having more dice than I would.
We're actually tied.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's feeling lucky?
Is there anything I can do? Probably not.
Because, you get 5...
Do you have a presence excellency, Gavel?
Not a presence specifically, no.
Do you have a way to enhance your presence?
That's why I'm
Oh,
trying to
wait,
find...
what about your exalt advantages? Do either of you have the active stuff that gives auto successes like Lythander does?
I would like to, wait a second, this is a presence, right?
Yeah, although one of you can do as a help action to the other.
Let's see.
For active, I have Laws of Hell. Rebuking any authority not of the Yozis, the Infernal encourages listeners to exact justice with their own hands, add her essence in successes on social influence rolls, provoking characters to acts of rebellion or anarchy.
Hey, that would kind of qualify.
I would like
here.
to use a greatness inspiring aura.
Oh?
Basically, you can use my performance added to it, so that's a 5.
I don't think that's how greatness inspiring aura works.
When making their own inspire actions, they may use her performance or presence when making their own inspire actions.
Gavel's presence is maxed already.
Indeed.
Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I appreciate
Gavel's
the thought,
presence
though.
is maxed, but mine isn't.
Yours
And
isn't.
and Gavel would have the auto successes from her exalt advantage.
Hmm.
Assuming she spent enough. Well, she would have enough anima from the wild shaping.
Yep.
This is difficult.
You need at least 7 successes.
Oh. Alright, so I would get... Alright, so if I were to do it, I would get 10 plus the stunt would be 12. And then 3 auto successes into that.
At least 4 of those dice need to be a 7 or higher.
What do you have?
Whatever.
One of you can roll a help action too, I should note.
All right.
I
can roll a help action since
All
I
right.
get this. Since I'm getting the stunt anyway.
Alright, and
Yeah, the stunt will help with the help action.
and since I have auto successes, let's see.
Same.
Let's go.
I have to rely less on RNG. Alright.
So same attributes and
Yeah.
stats, Rex. Okay, so it'll be presence plus attribute.
Let's have Aura roll first.
Okay.
So presence plus attribute plus 4.
Yes.
There. So 8d10 plus 4,
Alright.
which is
12
12
D10.
d10.
Alright.
Okay.
I will say this is a social boss fight.
Certainly feels
If you
like
couldn't tell already.
3 successes.
Gavel, add 1 die.
Oh, 13 d10s. Alright. Alright.
I can't look.
Full of grace. Full of
4 successes is what you
Full
need.
of grace. Yeah! 10 successes!
Ah!
Wait, no, that's 13 successes!
with the auto successes, yes.
Lucky number 13.
13.
I will reveal what the intimacy he was using and failed to bolster against was. The system cannot change no matter how hard we try.
Oh.
That's raw that we made it then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
Let me go ahead and read through what these social results are, as you got a 13 to beat his boosted 7 resolve from his major intimacy.
Let's fucking go!
For a start, I believe you could use 3 of the overflow from the 6 you have on weakening that to a minor strength rather than major.
Yes, let's do that immediately.
Okay.
All right, so we're left with
Faith
10.
in humanity restored. Go ahead and double check where
Yeah.
the fucking social
I'm glad I got
system...
to. I'm glad I got to deliver a good speech. I was kind of disassociating for a good part of that.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, the speech was fucking critical.
Disassociate saying?
Yeah, it is.
Nah, can't be me.
You work like 10 hours a day, man. I completely understand.
No, I only worked like 7 today.
I mean, that's not bad, but still, it's a weekend.
Yeah, okay, so that's 3 of the persuade actions. You could also spend 2 more to take an action on this too. In this case, probably to persuade him to go along with swearing the oath of the non-interference or protection shit, or the alliance.
Yes, 100%. I need both of them in. I'm getting both of them in.
Okay, 1 more success, you could do an instill action as well with that.
All right.
You create a new feeling or belief tied for the character tied to a character's virtue.
You don't say.
The issue is you don't know what his virtues are, so you don't know what context this will take.
You know what? Yeah, sure, we can do that.
What intimacy do you want to instill?
Childish respect, or foolish respect. For Gavel.
Foolish respect?
Yes, as in, oh, I respect what you're doing, but I think it's stupid.
Childish naivete.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll add that in there.
Okay.
He laughs, but it is not any kind of joyous laughter. It is the laughter of someone who has seen way too much shit in their lives, and it's completely hollow. Oh, gods, I wish I could believe you. I really do. As powerful as we are, as powerful as all of us are, I don't know if even the full exalted host, working together again like we did in the rebellion, could change things. But if you, and he says this looking at Aura, if you realized that you can't do what you did during the First Age again, and you sincerely believe it, if you recognize that ruling over mankind and leading them to a shining future that's actually a pit of hell, if you realize that you need to work with people rather than lording over them and twisting their lives to what you want rather than caring about their needs, if you, of all people, were able to internalize that, then maybe our children's children can make a brighter future, if not us.
It's okay not to know. And it's okay not to have it in the cards or
Oh, it's going to be
know
me.
what to expect.
Did they extend your lifespan beyond 2,000 or 3,000 years?
Is that to me or to Aura?
That's the Gavel, and if you want to, I could use Unwoven Coagitator to give you a really fucking funny answer.
Yeah, sure, let's hear it. Unwoven Coagitator, what you got for me?
Infernals still have the same lifespan on their own of other celestial exalts of 2,000 to 3,000 years.
Okay.
However, you get a glimmer of response from the fetic soul of Oramos, the dragon beyond the world.
Oh, great.
The Yozi of impossibility. There is the potential of Infernals, when given enough power, to emulate one of the grandest traits of the Yozi, to become a pantheon in and of themselves.
Oh, goodness sakes.
If given enough time and purchasing the right charms, you can generate your own spirits, gods, and demons from your own soul via giving life to your intimacies.
Oh my goodness.
And those would theoretically extend beyond your death of old age.
Oh my goodness.
That's the answer.
Okay. Well...
To, did they extend your life?
Well, let's say I have some things in the cards with the dear Yosi.
The context of this oath you want is to not become a bull of the north and conquer and make your own empire, and in exchange, we would...
You would help me in any battle I would see as a battle of self-defense.
I will say... And Suhail actually speaks up. That would include threats that threaten all of creation, right, sir? Yes, it would.
Oh, so you'll help us with... I look over with spirit cutting glance to the demon who's been following us the entire time.
Octavian
actually looks kind of annoyed at all this, and is glaring at the shepherd with a clear glance of distaste. Freaking cheating assholes.
How are we cheating, Octavian?
Not you, him.
Oh, I see. Do they notice that Octavian is following us?
Nope. Or if they do, they're not pretending not to.
Mm-hmm.
Do they? Are they questioning why I'm talking to myself? Then
they've noticed, but are pretending not to.
Oh boy,
cowards.
Actually, subtle expression method is still on. So with spirit cutting glance, he doesn't have spirit cutting glance actually, but he does have the context to pick up on what Lythander's saying. Oh, and he says, as he's wording the contract, yes, we'll help you fight him too.
Good.
Whoever that is.
Oh, you know who it is. You know who it is. Stop lying to yourself.
He actually names the wrong demon.
Did that make Octavian mad?
Yeah.
Lythander.
Yes, dear.
Everything in good time.
Oh, come on now.
If they don't...
You know that time doesn't exist.
Does Aura have 5 dice for the 5 anima for the Greater Oath?
Aura.
Chills?
I did. So, hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Do you want to do a lesser or greater oath for this then?
Definitely a greater. I have enough anima for it.
Okay. All right then. We'll end off the session with swearing the oath then.
Here's to the future.
You said. And the shepherd gives a tiny, incredibly, so fucking tired smile. I really want to believe you. I really, really do.
Well, then you'll see for yourself that you've made the right decision here.
And I think we close off on, do you let them leave normally?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
All right.
They pick up a pebble from the beach and they get on it and it starts to scoot away like a boat. They use the same charm Meon did.
Fucking Sidereals.
Used to ride these things for miles.
So, Octavian, how do you feel about our upcoming fight?
I'm still pretty confident I could take you, but I have personal distaste for those assholes.
All right.
You and me both.
That's fair. I do too. Maybe we have a lot more in common than we think.
Let's not have...
Maybe we're not so different, you and I.
Let's not have that change anything now.
I mean, it's a friendly spa, right?
You do realize that Octavian here is a second circle demon, yes?
And you realize I'll be fighting to kill, yes?
You wouldn't kill us. You like us now.
No, he doesn't.
Nope. Not part of the contract.
That's fair. You know what? I like you. You're a man who likes contracts.
Contracts are very important to an empire, and speaking of which, with them out of the way, you realize that's still full of holes with them to fuck with you, yes?
And I'm very much aware of that, yes.
Hell, they're capable of second circle sorcery. They could call one of my peers for that.
Yes, I know, but I had to think of something at the time, and as much as I hate those assholes...
I think Obscura actually actively shows herself at this point.
Oh.
Truth number 1025. That was one of the best ways that confrontation could have gone.
Agreed.
Oh, you're here. Of course you are. Now is as good a time as any to demonstrate how ill-advised this moronic pursuit of yours is.
Oh.
Trying to fight them in a duel, you will get your ass handed to you. Yes, but I will survive the experience due to the surrender oaths. Who knows if they will. And I will say, unless spirit cutting magics is used, Octavian will regenerate when defeated in Malpheus in a year and a day.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Oh, good thing we like 4 of us have that.
Gavel does.
I do.
Aura does.
I do.
Oh, you have spirit slaying stance?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so, technically, we all can kill him permanently.
Everyone's armed to
If
kill.
you land the final blow. And given Aura's track record, and she conspicuously doesn't have that.
Yeah. Hey, Aura, do you know what you should buy?
What?
Are there foxes now on this island?
Hey, Aura and Lythander, roll against Arcane Fate.
What do you want me to roll?
Fortitude, Integrity.
Oh.
This isn't something they can control, unfortunately.
Fortitude.
This isn't something the Shepherd can control.
Alright. Bad roll. 3 successes.
Oh no.
Oh.
4.
4 successes.
How the fuck-
Lythander, do you want to do an emergency stunt to remember these fuckers?
Yes.
I guess I want to do an emergency stunt.
Okay, what do you want to do? To try and remember as...
Lythander is going to,
The last time...
yell out, "Why do you guys eat chicken with the chicken in front of you?"
The last time...
You know what? Yeah, that's something... Go ahead.
The last time that...
That 2 more
Aura was
successes,
magically-
making that 6 successes.
Yep, it's a 5 difficulty, so you do it.
The last time Aura was forced to forget somebody's presence, all of her... She almost died, and all of her friends almost paid the price too. With me on. This is something that Aura is trying her absolute best to keep up with. Is trying to magically burn it. So Aura is trying to magically burn the image of the person into her mind. Like,
Okay, that's a stunt, and if that serves an intimacy, you know what that means.
let me see. No scam goes without a call out.
Oh.
Sure, go ahead. Arcane Fate is a scam upon all of creation when you think about it.
God
One
damn it!
success.
4-1.
Lythander remembers, unfortunately, Gavel... Sorry. Fuck, why do I keep confusing you?
Why?
Unfortunately, Aura... You have the vague memories of talking... You remember the shepherd from the previous encounters you heard? You don't remember the other guy.
Damn it!
And the memory of seeing this guy over and over and over, unfortunately, fades from your mind.
God damn it!
But you remember the shepherd, at least. Lythander remembers everything.
Lythander would like to put that memory in a crystal and hand it to Gavel.
That would remove the memory from you, unfortunately.
I know.
Okay.
Gavel, you're more likely to use this than I am, since it was...
Well, Gavel
this
doesn't
entire
need
thing
to.
was
She's
yours.
immune.
I am immune to
Because
such.
she's outside fate.
Oh, never mind
I
then.
am immune to such evil magics.
Never mind. Never mind, Aurora can...
Why can't I remember this damn bastard?
I think we, you'll notice on the floor left behind them, they left, a very high-quality hand-penned invitation to a certain tournament in a Sky Dome, including directions on a map.
Oh.
This is where the tournament's gonna finish.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well. I suppose everything has happened officially now.
Oh. I suppose it did. Ugh. I'm exhausted.
And I think that's probably a good place to end the session. I can't think of a pipey cliffhanger.
Alrighty.
That seems like a dramatic enough confrontation to be.
Next
time,
Honestly, that was a good
the
session.
tournament's
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Next time, wrap of the tournament arc.
Fucking tough. Finally.
See you then. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy Crew are proud to bring you ongoing AP projects. If you like this show, you might also enjoy Tomb of the Red Giant, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, also on the same channel. Actual plays live and die by word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like or comment, or even hit us up in the share buttons down below. Word of mouth is the only way that actual plays survive by, and we here at the Action Economy Crew are excited to bring you even more great stories now, next week, and 2 weeks from now on the next episode of FateBreakers. Catch you then.